Hey y'all, it's me again. Do y'all remember a few months ago when I told y'all that revenge stories usually are the stories that get the most hype? So now we're here about hype, and there's this new manga that everybody's been talking about. There's been a lot of mangas that came out like JJK, Chainsaw Man, and those, they had their hype, right? But this manga right here is getting everyone talking, and the manga I'm talking about is Kagura Bachi. Still need to work on my reading. So Kagura Bachi actually takes place, I don't know when. Little is known about it because only one chapter came out, but that one chapter alone has gotten a lot of people hyped up, as it starts out as a story with the daily life of a father and his son, where the father's a blacksmith and the son is basically learning after his father. And over time, it just shows the dynamics between the father and the son, and we've all seen where this is gonna go as it pans away to years ahead in the future, where the young kid is around 15 years old after whatever happens, as it's not really clear what happened, but it shows that there's one of these protagonists or antagonists where the guy knows borderline magic. Like, my man snaps his fingers and disappears like smoke. This takes place, from what it looks like it takes place during a time where it's between the 20s to the 40s. It takes place in Japan, and he's walking around the city, and he immediately sees how brutal the city is, as they're showing people that are hanging from trees as they try to cross the Yakuza. And by this point, we should already see how ugly this is about to get, as our main character, just runs right through everybody. He jumps up on the table and, with no talking, just takes out 3 guys immediately with a sword. And it just shows the brutality of this character. He cuts a guy's hand off. He left bodies outside in the street. He goes into the building and with ease just takes everybody out. It's a real violent depiction of how ugly he can get. And he does it all with almost like a calm demeanor, as he leaves one of the guys alive, and we finally actually see why the main character is the way he is now, as he says that he's looking for the head of the sorcery organization, and the manga chapter comes to a close. So what's getting everybody so hyped about this is that there's really little known about this character, and his attitude towards everything is already just a little different from most shonens, as this guy, he doesn't really talk much, he just gets straight to it. It shows that at first, when he was younger, he was just a typical teenager. He was pretty young, didn't really care about much, and his father was the guy that he looked up to. But then a time lapse happens where he's no longer around, and he has a scar on his face, and he's just this almost like a wandering Ronin, just cutting people down in a world where sorcery is a thing, and he's almost literally on the hunt for revenge, almost just like Jujutsu no Roken, just like almost our favorite, the GOAT, Berserk, as he's on his revenge. And so far, it's not really much known about this manga so far, but I think that's the main reason why everybody's so hyped up about it, because it's a new guy. He's very mysterious. He has the part. He has a freaking samurai sword in his hand, and I've been seeing little memes of people giving him orange hair and calling him Ichigo. But nah, man, I'm actually looking forward to reading this manga. Like, this is probably one of the few mangas where I read, and I'm actually gonna read along, because usually when I read a manga, the manga is usually done. But yeah, this should be a real good manga, and the hype behind this manga is real. And I'll see y'all later.